the appeal of some of these weirder, the offshoot promotions and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
uh, we talked about this kind of a little bit, but like the celebrity boxing and like the MMA crossover boxing, it's the sideshow kind of appeal, like a circus, but like professional, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's
So
almost like like real boxing got into it a bit with Ngannou. Like we brought Ngannou over. He put up a good fight against Tyson Fury, and then boxing was kind of like, whoa, this doesn't represent a world champion. Let's throw AJ, and AJ showing him what a boxer's like. You know what I mean?
AJ
And
put him starch out, man.
AJ wasn't messing. Like AJ
Oh,
knew what could happen. Like I think that was the difference. I think I'm not giving Tyson Fury excuses. To try and say that Tyson Fury didn't train for that and he didn't take it serious is stupid because he knew he was going into a fight at the end of the day. Like, I just think Tyson Fury underestimated him, if anything. If there's any excuse, it's that. And I think Ngannou also backed himself a lot more in the Fury fight than he did in the AJ fight. I think once he felt AJ's jab, he was like, no.
yeah.
Whereas with Fury's jab, he thought, yeah, I can deal with this. You know what I
Well,
mean?
I mean that's just the way Fury fights, though. He just kind of balls
Yeah,
it out
that's
and he keeps you at a distance. But Joshua, I mean, he's a statue. He's marble. He's
yeah.
granite. Like he's gonna hit you.
Joshua's like punching through your face. Like Joshua's trying to put a hole in your face, whereas Tyson Fury's just trying to mark your face. So I
Yeah.
suppose you can look at it that way. Like it might have gone the same way if he fought Wilder, and I think Wilder's a much worse boxer with technique wise than Joshua or Fury. But I still think he could have landed that shot on Ngannou early and made him question himself, and then it could have ended in a few rounds as well.
I mean,
Um,
maybe, but I think Wilder's kind of shown his true colors. He's not.
yeah,
He's
I
not that
genuinely
good.
believe. Yeah, I genuinely believe Ngannou would have walked him down and tired him out and lent on him and just done what Fury did to him. Lent on him, got him tired, and he would have fell over pretending to be KO'd like he's done in his last few fights.
Yeah, Wilder. He has that great hook, that great left hand, but what else? I mean, he doesn't have the technique. We were saying this 5 years
No,
ago. He doesn't have
yeah,
the technique. He doesn't have the defense. He just has power, and he has
mm,
one shot power, and he doesn't set it up that well. It's just
that's it.
fling it out there.
And you know what? He had an opportunity to correct all this as well. When he drew with Fury in the first fight, instead of looking at himself, he blamed his former coach, who was an Olympian champion, like a great boxer, and he put all the blame on him instead of going to him and saying, "Look, how do I improve my defense? How do I improve my footwork? How do I get in? How do I slip the jab?" Like instead, he went to Malik Scott, who was a former opponent that he clearly paid to get knocked out in a former fight. I don't know if you ever seen that fight with Malik
No,
Scott. Right, well, look it up. Like you can, the punch don't even connect, and he goes down. Right, and then that's the guy that's training Wilder for the next, like now, for how long? You know what I mean? So that's not going to help at all. Like it's just going to give you a confidence boost and nothing else.
I'm gonna bring up that fight on the stream here. Give me one
Yeah.
second, because I haven't seen this and I want to take a look.
Oh yeah, this is the most fixed fight I've ever seen. This is why I hated Wilder. I watched this live. I stayed up to watch this.
Let's see. He looks a lot bigger than this guy too.
Yeah, Malik Scott was like a bit like Fury in the sense like he was a point fighter. Right, it looks
So
devastating, but when you see it up close, it does not connect.
it was just a straight right
It,
down the pipes.
mm, Even Teddy Atlas was on the broadcast and he was like, that did not connect.
Oh,
It
it
hit,
hit his gloves.
yeah, hit his glove. And look at him pretending to be knocked out by it. Like it was clearly paid.
I mean, that's the issue with boxing, isn't it? That is the issue with boxing, and that's one of the things I'm afraid of for UFC, MMA, future going